Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the global Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Welcome to Africa Diaspora News Channel. My name is Lynient Akotonou making this report. Let's talk about Ukraine. Ukraine is said to be stepping up its engagement with West African countries. They made an offer to Mauritania. They offered to train the military in Mauritania. Hold up, is it free? Why Mauritania, you might wonder. Where is Mauritania located, you might ask? Mauritania is located in northwest of Africa on the eastern coast of the continent. Now, it shares border with Western Sahara to the northwest, Algeria to the northeast, Mali to the east and southeast, Senegal to the southwest, and Atlantic Ocean to the west. Since you now know where Mauritania is located, let's talk about why Ukraine chose to make that offer to Mauritania. Ukraine proposes military forces for Mauritanian forces to counter Russia's influence in the Sahel region. That's one. This initiative highlights Kyiv's expansion of its foreign policy focus into African geopolitics. That's two. Both nations are engaging in Africa to build alliances and secure strategic postures amidst ongoing global rivalry. And that's three. So in case you're wondering why Mauritania? There you have it. Ukraine wants to fight against Russia using Mauritania. Wonderful. So Africa has been reduced to a playground, to a war zone where they fight against each other. They want to fight against themselves, but they resort to using African countries. Our leaders seeing this? Are they seeing this? But what is happening between Mauritania and Mali? Let's check this out. According to Maxim Supka, Ukraine's special representative, he confirmed that they are prepared to train officers and personnel, and this offer comes amid heightened tensions between Mali and Mauritania, where Russia-backed forces are reportedly supporting the Malian government against separatist Tuareg rebel. Now, according to the reasons they released for being in Mauritania, they said it's to strengthen diplomatic ties. They want to grow their influence in African countries. So they started with, although they already have some connections in the past. But right now, they are in Mauritania because they want to expand their reach, help through humanitarian aid, expand their foreign policy focus into African geopolitics. But is that all, or there is something more? Now, there is tension between Mali, supported and backed by Russia, and Mauritania. Yes, you heard that right. Apparently, Mauritania accused Mali and the Wagner Group, that Russia-backed up forces, for encroaching into Mauritania's territory. And this has led into the death of the civilians and diplomatic protest from Mauritania. This tension between Mauritania and Mali isn't just centered on forceful entry into the Mauritanian territory. There are a complex interplay of factors, including border disputes, resource competition, and the spillover of security crisis from Mali into Mauritania. Let's look at the breakdown of this. Cross-border violence. Mauritania accused Mali of conducting attacks, leaving civilians dead. Now, there's dispute on border areas, conflicts due to competition for resources like land, water, and the likes. There's refugee crisis due to the ongoing conflict in Mali. The influx of refugees into Mauritania has been on the high, leading to strain on resources. And armed groups in Mali have also spilled over into Mauritania. So that's the problem or challenge that led to tension between Mali and Mauritania. And Mali is backed up by Russia's Wagner Group, while Mauritania is not. And that is why Ukraine has come to their aid, to help them, to train them, to help them fight against the Russia-Wagner Group. Now, talking about Mali and Ukraine, you do know there was a diplomatic tie between them, right? But Mali called it off when they discovered that Ukraine gave information, intel, to the rebels in Mali that cost them the lives of their soldiers, not just the Malian soldiers, but the Russian soldiers. So they decided to cut it off. Ukraine was being overly emotional. They could not control themselves. Both Ukraine and Russia were part of the Mali journey, but Ukraine, out of the anger for Russia, did what they did, and Mali decided to cut it off. So, them being in Mauritania is to be questioned. What do you think about this story? I will leave it to you to judge. Are they in Mauritania just for training the soldiers, or there is something more? Do you think there is something more? Comment below and do not forget to share, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification button. My name is Lynient Akotonou.